So far this season, it seems like Jayden Daniels has been the most electric rookie in the NFL. So today, I'm going to be building him and the Washington Commanders a super team to see if they can win the Super Bowl. And I am expecting a lot out of Jayden Daniels this season because as you can see, this team is absolutely loaded, man. I mean, obviously we got Jayden Daniels as our quarterback, but for running back, I decided to go with Derrick Henry, and we also have Robinson and Eckler. Then we have Justin Jefferson as wide receiver 1. Wide receiver 2 is Terry McLaurin. Wide receiver 3 is T. Higgins. And for wide receiver 4, I just stuck with Noah Brown. So, I mean, obviously, Jayden Daniels has more than enough weapons to work with on this offense, and we also have a brick wall at the O-line, man. I mean, this O-line is actually crazy, and then for tight end, we just went with Travis Kelce. So, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that that offense is not going to be playing around this season, and the thing is, that's not even the best part about this team, because on the defensive side of things, I feel like you could definitely argue that this is the best defense in NFL history. I mean, every quarterback in the league is going to have nightmares about facing us this season, but to start things off in week 1, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But anyways, I mean, I guess it's time to put this team to the test. I feel like we should destroy Tampa Bay, but with that being said, they do actually have a pretty solid roster themselves. It does not compete with what we have in Washington, though. This could actually end up being a pretty close game, though, man. I mean, all I'm hoping for is that we don't get upset in week 1, because that would be an awful start. We're going down. Nobody was open for us there, and the O-line really didn't give us a lot of time, which is kind of surprising, because I thought this O-line was going to be an absolute brick wall today, but that was their first big mistake, and that's going to bring up a third down as well. So we need to get 12 yards to keep this drive alive. I'm going to try and run a slant with Jefferson, and he's going to be there. So that's going to keep the drive alive. I'm going to go for a run with Derrick Henry after that, though, and see if this guy can pick up some more yardage for us. I mean, if we can get him one-on-one, oh, that's not what I was looking for. I was hoping he would be one-on-one with someone so he could just stiff arm him, but 3rd and 6, I'm going to keep it on the ground with Henry, and this time we're going to get a lot of yardage. That's going to go for a touchdown. I mean, that was definitely an electric run to cap off the drive on 3rd down too, so that's going to give us the lead first. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter though, and so far this really hasn't been a game. I mean, we are walking all over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. I mean, they're getting absolutely annihilated. So unless the Bucs pull off one of the biggest comebacks in NFL history, it's looking like we are going to be starting off the season with an 1-0 record. We got Jefferson. Still not going to be enough for the first down though. So we need to get 3 yards to keep this drive alive. As tempting as it is to go for another run with Henry, I'm just going to go for Jefferson. So 15 yards to go and we're in for the touchdown. I'm going to try and go for T. Higgins here and see if he can get open for us. Actually, that's kind of dangerous. And of course, we're going down again. So, I mean, I guess now we need to get 20 yards just to keep this drive alive, which is kind of brutal. But that was my fault. That was not really on the O-line. I kept the ball for way too much time. We've got Jefferson, though. I mean, realistically, we should probably just go for the field goal, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go for it on 4th down. We need 5 yards, and it looks like we're gonna have Travis Kelce. I mean, it looks like we actually might turn nothing into something, because we really shouldn't even be on the field anymore right now, but we are gonna get a touchdown with Derrick Henry. That drive should have been over a long time ago, but we're in, so that's gonna extend our lead. And obviously, after that, we were able to hold on for the dub. So we're gonna start the season off with a blowout. So, I mean, that is obviously a very hot start to the season for the Washington Commanders, but after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 3, and we did absolutely annihilate the Giants in week 2. So we are 2-0 right now, and we have another very important game on our schedule, because now we have to play Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's kind of hard to tell how this is gonna go. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty close game, but the Bengals defense has been terrible this season, even though Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have been balling out. I mean, that defense is really setting this team back right now. It's kind of a shame to see, but I'm gonna see if we can get Terry McLaurin open. Oh man, that's another sack. They got another stop after that too. So we need to get 22 yards to keep this drive alive. I feel like we have been getting sacked a lot more than we should have today. That's an interception, bro. We got hit as soon as I tried to get the ball off. So just like that, the Bengals are in the red zone. And the Bengals did score after that. So we're down 7-0 right now. I mean, that is definitely not the start that I was looking for in this game, but we are in field goal position at the very least right now. The Bengals did bring up a 4th down after that though, so we had a very important decision to make, and I decided to go for it on 4th down. So that's what we're gonna do, and it's gonna pay off because we have McLaurin open. And he's almost in. He's going to get in. He's going to bring that in for the touchdown. So we're going to score off of the 4th down conversion, which is going to tie this thing up at 7. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, though, and we are losing 21-17 right now. So this is a pretty important drive for the Commanders and the Bengals, because if they score, that will put them up by 2 scores. That's going to be a big hit right there, though, because that does bring up a 3rd down. So one more stop, and we're going to take them off the field. And if we can do that, they're gonna pretty much be punting from their own end zone. I mean, the field position is garbage, but that, oh my god, bro, that actually might go for a touchdown. Please catch up to him. That's gonna be a huge gain. I mean, that was an absolute disaster. So just like that, it's looking like the Bengals are gonna be getting a field goal at the very least. That was almost a pick. That sucks, bro, because I feel like we really need to get a takeaway right now, because that's the only way that we're gonna stop. Oh, again, we almost got another one right there. I mean, at least that is going to bring up a 3rd down. So we just got to make sure that we can hold him to a field goal unless he actually throws an interception this time, which would be awesome because it seems like our defenders have been unreal. Unreal, bro. I mean, that was just terrible defense, to say the least. But we are back in field goal position here. So, I mean, I'm hoping that this will work out in our favor. Because if we score a touchdown, we're going to be up by literally 1 point. So, all I'm really concerned about right now is winning this game. I'm going to try and run some time off of this clock. I mean, that's a huge pickup from Eckler. I mean, I'm just going to let the clock run a bit more, maybe down to like 10 seconds. Because if I score a touchdown, I want that to be like the last play of this game, bro. Because we cannot afford to let Joe Burrow have the ball again, and that's gonna be a really clutch touchdown right there. I mean, that should be enough to do it.
2 seconds later.
But somehow, after that, our defense allowed a kick return. So we're still gonna be losing this game to Cincinnati. I mean, I'm still just in disbelief that we somehow found a way to lose that game. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to mid-season to see how this team was doing. And we honestly have not been as hot as I thought we were gonna be. I mean, we're 6-3 right now. And I feel like for a team like this, 3 losses is a lot. But in week 10, we're going to be taking on the 5-3 Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know what is going on with our super team though, man. I mean, we are already off to another slow start against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, it's 3-0 in the 2nd quarter right now. This is like our 4th drive of the game, and we still haven't been able to make anything happen. They brought up a 4th down after that as well, but I'm going to go for it here because we really need to make something happen. And we have Jefferson open, so our gamble's gonna pay off. I'm gonna try and go for a shot here, though, man. I mean, it's 1st and 10, so I feel like this is definitely a good opportunity to do it. We gotta make sure that we don't throw an interception or anything, though. But it looks like we are gonna have Terry McLaurin open. So that is a pretty big play right there. Just like that, we are in position to tie this thing up at the very least. And that might go for a touchdown. Jefferson's gonna be in. So, I mean, this team definitely looked a lot better after we got that 4th down conversion to work out for us. So that is gonna give the lead to Washington. Coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, though, and we are up 21-17 right now, and we have possession. So we have a chance to go up by oh my god, Justin Jefferson is wide open, man. I mean, McLaurin. I don't know why I thought that was Jefferson, but we honestly might bring this back off of a slant. I mean, that was a ridiculous pickup, man. That was just a simple slant route too, which brought it all the way to the 10-yard line. So we should probably just keep it on the ground from here on out, because the last thing that we want to do here is try and do too much and throw an interception or something. So I'm just going to keep it simple and go on the run with Henry, and it looks like he is going to be be in for the touchdown. So that is going to make this a 2-score lead for the Washington Commanders. And after that, it looks like we were able to hold on for the dub. And I mean, after all of the losses that we have been having lately, this is a win that we definitely needed to get. But that win right there is going to bring us to week 11. And it looks like we have another very tough matchup on our hands, because now we have to face off against Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no surprise, so far this has been a pretty tight matchup. I mean, we're all tied up at 7 in the third quarter right now. This is a divisional game, so I feel like this might be one of our closer games, because obviously these two teams do know each other very well. But I'm gonna try and go for Terry McLaurin here and see if he can get open, and it looks like we are gonna have that. So that's gonna be a first down from him. We haven't really done a whole lot with Travis Kelce on this team yet, so I'm gonna try and go for him, because it seems like all of the action so far has been like Derrick Henry and Terry McLaurin and all of that, and he's locked up, of course. We're gonna have this with him though. Hold on, that's gonna be a first down with McLaurin. We're so short, or we're just short, not so short. We're only 1 yard away. So I'm gonna try and go for Terry McLaurin again here, honestly, because this slant route might actually work out for a touchdown for us. But once again, we're just gonna keep it on the ground with Daniels, and either way, that's gonna work out for a touchdown. I mean, I wanted to get Travis Kelce going, but he was locked up, so I will take that. I want to make sure that Jalen Hurts does not tie this thing up right now though, because I do want to try and go into halftime with the lead. Okay, that's a first down, and he's gonna get into field goal position. I mean, we got absolutely cooked on defense last time, so I really got to make sure that does not happen again. We got to do a better job at locking people down here. I'm gonna try and stay on Brown. I'll just cover the middle. That was almost a pick. That is a dangerous man right there, bro. You do not want to throw the ball anywhere near Sauce Gardner. If you do that again, that will probably go for an interception. Okay, that's another first. Never mind, he's short. So we're 1 yard away from stopping the Eagles on third down, but I feel like they're probably just gonna run it with Saquon. Never mind, he is gonna be putting this in the air. So this is gonna get interesting unless it's a QB draw, but they're gonna have Barkley open for the first. Philly did get struck with a holding call after that, so that's gonna help us out quite a bit, because now they need to get 17 yards for the first down. We got to make sure everyone's locked up. There it is. I told you, if you throw the ball back near Sauce Gardner, he is going to pick you off. So that's going to be a big interception from him, because they were definitely threatening to score there. And it was a really tight matchup, which is no surprise, but we were able to sneak out of Philly with the win. So, I mean, so far, it seems like this team has been playing a lot better lately. So hopefully we can keep it up and get a solid position in the playoffs. And it looks like we did finish off the season strong, because we're going to go 12-5 to win the division and get the #1 seed in the playoffs. And with the super team that he had, it looks like Jayden Daniels did have a pretty solid rookie season. I mean, he had 3,800 yards for 32 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. And to start off the postseason, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it looks like we've actually got a pretty tight game on our hands, because we're up 10-3 right now in the third quarter. It is third down, so I got to make sure we get the first, but Derrick Henry's got it easily. As long as we don't throw any picks here, we should at least be able to make this a 2-score game with a field goal, but a touchdown would help us out a whole lot more. Eckler might have this. Come on, that's gonna be a huge gain from him. And the Falcons got struck with a pass interference call after that, so we're literally 1 yard away from the touchdown. And it looks like we're going to have Travis Kelce open. That touchdown right there is going to make this a 2-score lead. And it was a very close game, a lot closer than I wanted it to be, but we are going to sneak out with a 3-point win. So it looks like the Commanders are moving on. And in the NFC Championship game, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Green Bay Packers. So if we can get the job done in this game, that is going to send us to the Super Bowl. But we got to focus up here, because Jordan Love is almost in scoring position. And if he scores here, that is going to give the lead to the Green Bay Packers. But we're going to get a huge sack from the defense, and that sends them back 9 yards. So that's going to make things a lot tougher for Jordan Love. That's going to be a huge play from Jacobs, though. So now they need 10 yards for the first down, but one more stop does take them off the field, and it looks like we're going to have them. So our job is done. But since then, this game has been really close. I mean, we're down 16-14 in the fourth quarter right now. So this is another very important drive for for this offense. Derrick Henry's still going. We got to play this really carefully, though, because if we give up an interception, that honestly might end our season. Because if the Packers go up by 2 scores, I don't know if we have enough time to come back. So I feel like scoring a touchdown on this drive is definitely a must for us. But I'm going to try and go for Terry McLaurin. Oh, come on. We should have that, please. That's gonna be a first down. So, I mean, I guess 7 yards to go, and we are in for the touchdown. Our running backs have been really solid today. I mean, Henry and Eckler are looking like one of the most unstoppable running back duos in the league right now. And that's gonna be a touchdown from Eckler. So that is gonna give the lead to the Washington Commanders. And it looks like that last touchdown was enough to get the dub. So that's gonna send this team to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Josh Allen, which really isn't a surprise. I'm curious to see if Daniels got Rookie of the Year. It looks like we got snubbed, though. He came 2nd place behind Marvin Harrison Jr. But all of that doesn't matter because we are in the Super Bowl. And the last team standing in our way is the Buffalo Bills, who are 16-1. And for the most part, it has been a pretty close game so far, but it looks like we are in control right now. And we have a chance to score again before halftime. So obviously, we're gonna try and do that. So we want to put as many points on the board as fast as we can here, because the Bills are a 16-1 team. So considering that, I feel like no lead is really gonna be safe against these guys. That's gonna be a 4th down conversion too. So the drive's still going. I did call a timeout after that, though, just to stop the clock. So we only have 24 seconds and 1 timeout to work with, but I feel like we should be good, especially considering we have Travis Kelce open. So that's gonna be a big touchdown right there to extend our lead. I mean, we seem to be in full control of Buffalo right now. And after that, we did not slow down. So it looks like Jayden Daniels and his super team are going to be getting the job done against Josh Allen and the Bills, which is well deserved. Because, I mean, we did have a pretty slow start to the season, but we definitely turned things around in the second half. So as you can see, to end things off, Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders are going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy to end off the video. That's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out all of my socials. I got everything linked in my description. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.